Hello, I'm Richard Cook from Fife Properties, and although we're facing restrictions from letting property at the moment, this is the perfect time to prepare your property so it is ready for letting. First impressions are hugely important, so it's vital that your property looks its best for tenant viewings. And the question you should be asking yourself is, what do I need to do to rent out my house? Today I'm going to bring you a rental property checklist with some common issues that residential landlords need to address in order to get the best reactions from prospective tenants and tips for renting out your property. Number 1 is undertake any structural repairs to the property. When preparing to let your property, it's easier to do repairs before putting the property on the market. Treat any damp areas, repaint the exterior of the property, fix broken windows and doors, and ensure the property is wind and watertight. Number 2 is to de-personalise the decor in a property. When preparing your property, it is best to have neutral, plain or light coloured wallpapers or painted walls, as it is much more appealing and has more longevity than a patterned wallpaper or brightly coloured painted walls. This lets your prospective tenants imagine their belongings in the property, and it can be easier for spotting changes or damage when it comes to doing the inventory. Number 3 is prepare your property by cleaning it thoroughly. Cleaning your property from top to bottom is an essential step when preparing to let your property. Hiring a steam cleaner, for instance, can be extremely useful, as it allows you to clean the floors, any furnishings and even the curtains. Also clean the kitchen and bathroom thoroughly, ensuring there is no trace of mould or damp stains anywhere in the property. The tenant will be agreeing to keep the property in the same good quality state during the tenancy, with an allowance of course for normal wear and tear. So you want to set the standards high. Number 4 is check the plumbing. Ensure that the boiler, the hot water supply, the sinks, bathrooms, showers and toilets are all safe and fit for purpose with no leaks. Number 5 is kitchen appliances. If a budget allows, upgrading all appliances around the kitchen before the tenancy moves in is a wise move. It makes the property much more appealing and can ensure you don't incur expensive repair bills and disgruntled tenants from broken down appliances during the tenancy. Number 6 is to tidy the garden. When preparing to let your property, your garden should be left neat, tidy and rubbish free. If there's a lawn, it should be cut short before the tenant moves in. And if you require a tenant to keep a garden in good condition, it's reasonable to expect the tenant to do so, and helpful if you leave tools to do this. However, responsibility for upkeep of the garden is stipulated in the tenancy agreement. Number 7 is to prepare information for the tenant. If you have instruction manuals for the kitchen appliances, the boiler, security alarm, council rubbish pickup leaflets, then it's a good idea to make a copy and leave them in a folder for the tenant to use. There are bound to be questions at the beginning of a tenancy, but this sort of information should be made readily available. Number 8 is to have spare keys cut. Whilst you're in the process of preparing your property to let, you should get spare keys cut, and there needs to be a set or two for the tenant, a set for yourself, and a set for your letting agent if you choose to have the property managed on your behalf. Make sure you leave any window keys and patio door keys in the property for the tenant's use. If you're concerned about losing keys, you can opt to have the cover implemented in your home insurance policy. Number 9 is your Energy Performance Certificate, or your EPC. It's compulsory to have one of these and to provide a tenant with a copy. You should contact an accredited domestic energy assessor to arrange for one of these to be carried out. It would be best to try and get a certification while you are preparing your home for let. The certification has to be on a scale from A to G, and the most efficient homes have the lowest fuel bills are in band A, and the certificate is valid for 10 years. This is an important decision-making factor for tenants nowadays. Number 10 is your Gas Safety Certificate. Ensure that all gas appliances are maintained in a good order and pay for any annual services for the Gas Safe approved tradesman. Like the EPC, you must also give the tenant a copy of the Gas Safety Certificate. Number 11 is electrical safety. When preparing your property, you should ensure that all electrical appliances provided with the property are checked by a professional and are safe to use. You will need the electrics checked by a select certified electrician, and they will need to carry out an electrical installation condition report, also known as an EICR, and these are valid for 5 years. Number 12 is furnished lettings. If you're letting a furnished or part furnished property, then the furniture and furnishings all need to have fire safety regulation labels in place on all items. And finally, number 13, which is arranging your landlord's insurance. Now, normal home insurance will not cover you in the event of needing to claim for an accident or damage to a property once you have let to a tenant. As soon as you have agreed who your tenants are and obtained a gas and energy certificate, then you can arrange your landlord's insurance. I have provided links for further advice on preparing your property for letting, and I've put these in the post above. If you would like any further information, please feel free to contact me at richard.cook@fifeproperties.co.uk, or you could contact me on 07909093141. You can always also subscribe, like and share this post with others. I'm Richard Cook, this is Fife Properties TV.